In the early 60s, in 1960, after I finished Morehouse, I graduated from Morehouse in 1960, and I was working, doing some graduate work at the same time when the student movement kicked off. Up until now, we had been taught. Those of us who went to Morehouse, of course, had come under the teachings of Dr. Benjamin Mays, president of Morehouse College, who inspired us, who told us in no uncertain terms who we were, that we were the best, that we were just as good as anybody else, and that we should not take a back seat to anybody, that we could achieve anything that we set our minds to achieve. Says that we were, for the first time, we were taking our future in our hands, and said we are not going to stand for this anymore, and we don't have to be violent. We don't have to get out in the streets with guns and bats and knives and things of that sort. But we are not going to stand for this kind of treatment any longer. The worst of times, it was dangerous. We were young. We were kids. We were 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids. And there was violence. There was violence. Many of the youngsters were beaten up severely, going to jail for the first time. And going to jail was something that we were told you should never do. You don't want to go to jail. I mean, going to jail was a bad thing. We were trained. I was trained by my parents. Going to jail is a bad thing. You do not want to go to jail. If you go to jail, it's because you've done something wrong, something bad. And all of a sudden, going to jail became not something bad, but something good. Coming from a small community in Alabama, I was afraid for my parents that they would be harmed as a result of my actions, my activities. But they let me know that they knew what I was doing, and that they supported what I was doing, and that I was not to worry about them, that they could take care of themselves.